Coming up this week on Two Noobs, I reach across the table and choke Matt. But, anyway. The New York Times exposed some scary stories of organ donation gone wrong and now are being blamed for a mass exodus of donors. Who do we believe? Next, Canada is Canadaing. Shades of COVID restrictions, but an advocacy group is fighting back. Welcome to Mark Carney's China. Then, speaking of China, don't ship turtles and socks to China or you'll be heading to jail. What? And finally, John got lazy this week and asked ChatGPT to make us a game, Hallucinations Galore. We'll see. Start the music. Now. Welcome in. It is episode 253rd of 3 of Two Noobs Talking. 2 of us are in person because we had our fantasy football draft annually today. Yep. My team is clearly superior.
I don't know about that.
Well, I don't know. What did I get a C plus? I think I got a C plus from the drafting program. I think that's bullcrap.
I had a B plus, which I don't know how that happened. I don't know. And John had a C.
Yes. Hey, I'm losing, but at least I get to watch my quarterback every year. That's all I care about.
Yeah, you also got Devontae. Smith in your draft. Yeah.
But he took Jalen Hurts number 1 overall. I have to question that.
I did.
Have to question
Well, it was
that.
between Saquon and him because the only other rated quarterback was Josh Allen, and I don't like him. So.
Well, I appreciate you leaving me Saquon because I drafted second and I took him behind you and screwed Matt because he wanted Saquon.
I know.
I was not going to let that happen.
I should have not opened my mouth and said, I'm going to draft Saquon third if you guys don't want him.
Yeah, well, that was your first mistake.
That was my first mistake.
And the minute you said that, I'm like, I'm not going to let that happen. Yeah, you're a cup of coffee.
Running back number 1, I'm PTSD from last year. I took Christian McCaffrey, and does he have legs anymore?
I don't know.
Is he an amputee?
We'll probably have to ask Clint that since he drafted him. We'll see, but who knows? With these things, but yeah,
that's his problem.
Yeah,
I'm not going to lose sleep over it.
No,
even though it said he was like second highest grade, wasn't he?
I think so. Something like that.
Which is weird because, especially by the end of the draft, I think he was just reading out. The names he was calling out were like 88th on my list, and there were still people up in the 40s who could have been taken.
I have a quick question. Do you guys have the same feel that I did about the draft? It seemed like everybody was drafting Denver and Buffalo wide receivers and running backs. Like, it felt like 20 of them went.
It really did. It did feel like there was like a lot of Broncos in particular, John.
And why? Because I don't remember them being that good.
It was weird.
It
was definitely weird.
Don't know. Maybe it might be just the magazine. Who knows? But
I don't know. It just seemed odd.
They did seem the magazines I'm talking about were kind of ever flowing with praise with the Denver Broncos. We'll see how they do, but I mean they kind of snuck into the playoffs and then they got destroyed in the first round by Buffalo. So it was like up and coming team. You never know what they're going to do. All that kind of stuff. We'll see.
I didn't recognize the name from that team, just to be perfectly fair.
Yeah. No, the logo kept popping up. That's what I'm saying. Every time it felt like that's the only 2 logos I saw.
Yeah.
Well, maybe on your computer, it was just like, I can't find the other logo, so I'm just going to put the Denver Broncos up. And like A.J. Brown, he's got to be a Denver Bronco, right? Here's a Denver Bronco. Yeah. Here's a Denver Bronco.
That was the hardest pick I ever made, not picking A.J. Brown.
Yeah, I was shocked by that. I really thought you were going to have him.
I love him so much.
Yeah.
But not enough to pick him though.
You got Devontae though, so it's like you got at least one receiver there, John. I
switched off to Skinny Batman instead of whatever they call him, Batman.
I think he's Swole
Batman.
Yeah, Swole Batman.
Swole Batman.
Yeah. Well, Fat Batman retired, so you only have 2 left.
Yeah.
So,
but the Eagles preview is coming up
next week.
No, not next week. The week after.
Oh, the week after. That's right.
we got one more week of god awful preseason football.
Oh.
I'm
Oh, man,
convinced.
wait.
I saw part of the game today, earlier this afternoon. I'm convinced preseason football is the worst.
It
It's god
absolutely
awful.
is.
Yeah. Especially when
absolutely
it's like
is.
the last preseason week. You ever notice that? It's like it's always so bad. Because it's like you know that these guys are just fighting for the last bit of roster
Well,
spots.
the Eagles don't play their starters at all in the preseason, so
No, they
every
have no-
preseason game for them is like that.
yeah. Yeah.
You're already scraping the bottom of the barrel with the guys in the game, so
Yeah.
it's just.
But thank God we got 2 hours of footage of Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley just smiling all day. just happy to be here, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Just watching other guys play.
I know I complain typically about not playing our starters at all in the preseason because it leads to sloppy early season football.
Mm-hmm.
But after watching what happened to Joan Duran on the Phillies last
Oh.
night,
Yes, yes.
bubble wrap.
Speaking of, is he all right?
X-rays were negative, so
Okay,
we'll see.
that's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, because it didn't look great.
No, it did not.
Although Rob Thompson said they only brought out the bullpen card because there were all these steps in Washington Nationals Stadium.
I would agree with that. I mean, there seemed to be a lot more steps than ramps when
Oh,
I
yeah.
was there. So,
Well, that's Washington efficiency for you.
gotta get your steps in.
All right. Well, I got to get the names in because we're already 5 minutes in, and I haven't named any of you turds. All right. On the, I don't know where. It's
It
a
doesn't
weird
matter.
setup. It doesn't matter.
I'm
Jacking it
in
in
the middle
San,
somewhere.
jacking it in San Diego. John Tracy is around here somewhere. This right here next to me in punchable distance is Mamma Mia, Matt Craig.
Mamma mia.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I in the middle, or I'm not in the middle, but I'm here. Steady. Steady. Steve Murray. Thank you for indulging.
But for a minute there, you want to go to the Stewart's Fountain Classic, Steve Murray.
He's had entirely too much sugar today. Man, you need to get more water.
It's draft
Totally.
day. I get 2 cans of soda. I get 2 slices of pizza. I had probably 3 pretzels.
Did you have a donut?
I had 2 donuts actually.
Oh, there you go.
So
Oh
I'm,
my
you know-
God, you're carved and sugared up.
Oh yeah, it's only
You should have
7:30.
been diabetes, Steve Murray.
Oh man.
So I have an interesting conversation to share with you.
Okay.
That I had earlier this week. I was speaking with a gentleman out in California who he does insurance for companies.
Okay.
One of the types of companies he does insurance for is like gyms.
Oh.
Where you just go work out, lift weights, walk the treadmill, whatever.
Yep.
He recently had a client who wanted to open a pickleball facility.
Oh.
Apparently,
Yeah.
pickleball is a big no-no to insurance companies right now.
Is that right?
Yeah. So they're either not offering any policies for pickleball facilities, or they are ridiculously high, like 6 figures for.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
And I'm like, well, that's got to be because everybody who plays pickleball is like 80, so they shouldn't be participating in team sports and they're twisting their ankle, right? He's like, actually, a lot of the injuries come in our age bracket.
That's what I was absolutely thinking. Over 40, out of
Yeah,
shape.
out of shape.
Thinking you can do something.
Sounds about right. Sounds
You take
about
up
right.
pickleball.
You know, it was amazing. Like over this past spring, guys, I played softball for my church, and it was getting harder and harder to throw that ball over to first base, playing short. And I was thinking to myself at the end of the season in June, I was like, I just don't think I could do it anymore. I think I might as well just retire, and that'd be it. And, I'll be approaching the big old 5-0 in, Yeah, it's coming in next July, and it's like I don't think I'm going to do it. I just, I had a good run. This body has been really good. I've been very fortunate to put one foot in front of the other and run and can do all that stuff. But no, I love walking now.
Old man.
I love walking. I don't
Well,
know.
if you're retiring from softball, that means you have to graduate to pickleball. That's just apparently the
guess.
rule.
Yep, that's exactly what.
But
needs
that's
to
the thing.
happen.
You just have to be very careful. It sounds like you don't want to pull anything.
Right.
More than anything
I'm
else.
only going to play people over 80 if I take.
I don't
I'm
want to.
I'm going to be the Tiger Woods of pickleball.
There
I
you go.
want nothing to do with pickleball because I heard it once referred to as tennis for babies for adults.
Nice. That
Interesting.
sounds about society right there.
Yeah.
So let's just leave it.
Like if I'm
right
going to
there.
play a sport like that, I'm going to play tennis.
Oh God, no.
Yes,
Tennis is way more fun.
it is way more
Tennis
fun.
may be way more fun, but God, I could not do that. I couldn't do that.
Grass court. They got to find a grass court.
Oh, see, that's
Yeah.
that might be a little bit easier. I think
Oh,
on
yeah,
the knees
absolutely.
for sure. Yeah.
Clay
Clay, you
courts.
would slide too much. I think, and you probably pull a groin.
I learned on clay, which made it way easier to play on all of their surfaces.
Did you really?
So I actually learned how to play tennis on clay.
Wow.
Wow.
And then moving to grass, it was like, this game's easy because I'm not falling all over. the
Lucky
place.
you. I only ever had hard courts to play on.
Yeah. I guess it's always been played on grass before in the when it first started. I would imagine it probably was played.
Yeah,
on
when
grass.
I worked for a tennis a tennis whatever they call that thing.
Yeah.
And that's we were taught because we used to rake the
Mhm.
clay, and the pro that was in charge of the clay courts taught me and my friend tennis back then,
Mm.
but he would only teach us on the clay courts because we had to clean them anyway. So but that's how I learned how to play tennis, was on a clay court. So when I went indoors, woohoo, I was really good at it.
Oh, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.
All right. Well, no pickleball for me because apparently we're responsible for hiking the interest rate or insurance rates.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Ugh.
I'll stick to hockey.
There you go.
No
Yeah, 'cause
dislocated
that's a-
shoulders or separated shoulders here, though. That's the
That's
only
3
thing.
years ago at this point, man. That's ancient
God
history.
bless you. Yeah. God bless you.
All right, let's move into
That
the.
doesn't run up the insurance.
No, not at all. Let's move to the Dubby Energy fun fact, shall we?
Let's do
Brought
it.
to you by Dubby Energy Drinks. Visit their website at dubby.gg or I got this fat microphone in my face now. Visit dubby.gg or download the app to your phone.
Mm.
Use our promo code 2Noobs Talking. That's TOONOO BZZ Talking. You get stop doing that. You get 10% off your order. I'm about to bring you all some tears this year in fantasy football.
Uh-huh.
And that's why I'm pumping up big energy tiers this week from Dubby. It's Dubby's most requested flavor because the saline of your enemy's tears fuels your ego. It's a blend of the finest blue raspberries with a perfect balance between sweet and tang. You get $4 off a $40 tub with our promo code John. Fun fact now.
Okay, fantasy football, you say?
Yeah.
So the first recorded fantasy football draft pick, according to ESPN, was George Blanda, the Hall of Fame quarterback and place kicker.
Yep.
He was selected by two different owners in the Greater Oakland Professional Pigskin. I can't even say that word. Steve, say that word for me.
I don't know what the word is. You have to.
Prognosticators.
Oh,
Is that close?
Prognosticators. Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
league, which is the GOPPPPL.
Goppapole.
He was selected once as a quarterback and then once as a place kicker, according to ESPN.
How about that?
The league is widely considered the first ever fantasy football league, and in that year, George Blanda threw 24 touchdowns and kicked 24 field goals, accumulating, which is bizarre because I don't know what kind of scoring they were using, 12,025 total points
Whoa.
in the league.
It's 1,000 points for every touchdown.
I was just going to say it's probably like 10 points a touchdown and maybe 50 points for every field goal or something like that. Yeah.
They did not give me any scoring, but the GOPPPL is the first ever fantasy football
Gopple.
league.
The
No, the
Gopple.
Goppapole.
The Goppapole.
Goppapole.
I
All
wonder
right.
what the championship would have been like. I wonder what the I guess they didn't have the Super Bowl back then. I guess not, but that's wild. That's interesting. Probably the Goppapole Championship League or something like that.
Yeah, but it's because ESPN was doing it. I'm sure there was something before that.
Yeah.
Probably ancient Egypt, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
King Ramses had his.
I remember, of course, you doing the hand scoring for our league early
yes.
on 30 years ago.
Brought the daily news to school during lunchtime.
Wasn't that
Yes,
something?
Yes, you did.
Yes,
My
I did.
God, you were just adding all that up. Wow.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
All right. Moving to the over 40, which has nothing to do with fantasy football.
Hmm.
Sorry.
Hmm.
I just had to get this off. So I went to the movie theater a couple weeks ago now.
Oh, okay.
And you know, it used to be they played a bunch of ads.
Mhm.
Then you got to the preview section.
Yep.
and they ran 4, 5, 6 previews at you,
Mm-hmm.
and then your movie started.
Yep.
Which is what I was expecting when I went to the theater.
But
The last time I had gone, that's exactly what happened.
yeah, but
No. So we get ads. Previews start. Oh, okay, here we go.
there we go.
Previews.
Yeah.
We get 2 previews. Ad.
Oh my!
And I'm thinking, all right,
gosh.
well, maybe it's just the ad before the movie. Another preview. So now they are splicing advertisements in between the previews at the theater.
Gosh.
Do you just want to make I mean, I think the show was supposed to start, I want to say 4 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the movie started till like 4:30.
Wow.
They just want to hit you to death with these advertisements anymore, man.
I don't
Like,
get it. I don't understand it, to be perfectly honest.
They probably thought, well, people want it. We'll get there late because they're like, oh, we'll just skip the ads, maybe catch a preview or 2, and then get into the movie. So they're like, fooled you.
Yeah.
preview, ads, suckers. Now you're here for them.
Yeah, exactly.
You lose.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't get it. I think you're right. It used to be back when we were. I hate to sound like I'm old, but I am.
You are old.
Yeah,
Back in the
Girl,
day.
just run with it.
See, you millennials don't have any idea what it was like back then. Back in the day, it was simple. It was simple. It was easy. You know, you go and it was like, okay, the movie started at 7:30. If you wanted to get there early, then the previews would start. You know, the previews would start 7:15. You watch for about 15 minutes or whatever, but then you go right in the movie theater, started right on time. Nowadays, what they do is exactly what you just said. They will do the showtime at 7:30, but then they'll run all the previews and then all the ads. Then the feature presentation starts. And by the time you're like, come on, like, let's go here.
When I'm just waiting for them to start actually breaking up the movie itself with ads.
Oh, yeah.
As if you're watching cable TV. I mean, that's where this is headed.
The
to
moment
be
that
honest.
happens, the movie theater's dead.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, at that
Absolutely.
point, you know, it's bad enough they're struggling overall, but it's like the moment they start doing that, you might as well just watch it at home at that point in the comfort of your own home. Speaking of, you have a very nice movie theater here, so there you go.
Yes, that's right.
That's right. Yeah.
Big old 75-inch screen. I put the fantasy football chart on.
Yeah.
Beats the old piece of paper with the stickers.
Yeah.
Having to find the sticker and put it up on.
Oh, who's available? You know, that kind of stuff.
Here's the sticker sheet. You know, we didn't have that one time this year where somebody's like, "Can you scroll up so I can see all the defenses that have been taken?"
That's very true.
Not one person did
Not
that.
one person did that.
I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah.
All right, let's roll into topic 1. Get this puppy rolling here. Newsweek article. Matt thought we were going to be bashing the New York Times with this, but he didn't realize that John and I would unite with the Times.
Well, what we did is we had a conversation and we understood where everybody was coming from. What a shock! What a shock that we would do that in today's society, in today's economy. How could that possibly happen?
But at first you assumed, and we all know what happens when you assume.
That's right.
You me. All right, so the Association of Organ Procurement Organizations, or AOPO, accused the Times of a lack of balance and accuracy in its recent coverage of the problems in the sprawling transplant system. 2 articles from July 20th, including, quote, "a push for more organ transplants is putting donors at risk," in which reporters Brian M. Rosenthal and Julie Tate detailed rushed or premature attempts to retrieve organs from patients who were, in some cases, still showing signs of life. A third recent Times item, an op-ed by 3 cardiologists in which they argue for a new definition of death, quote unquote, to help alleviate the backlog of recipients in need of transplants, was not included in AOPO's letter. The essay has gone viral on X, with many users commenting it has made them rethink or actively change their status as organ donors. According to the letter from AOPO, the main article from July 20th omitted or misrepresented key facts in some donation cases. The absence of critical context in the story has fueled massive mistrust in the donation process. Thousands of Americans have removed themselves from U.S. organ donor registries as a result of the articles. In a statement on Wednesday, the New York Times defended its coverage, saying, "Our reporting reflects the accounts of dozens of people involved in the organ transplant system and includes a thorough review of internal records, audio recordings, and text messages that have been rigorously fact-checked. Our findings show that hospitals allowed the organ procurement process to begin when patients showed signs of life, and this is horrifying." And this is a quote coming from Health and Human Services Secretary RFK. He said in a statement, "The organ procurement organizations that coordinate access to transplants will be held accountable. The entire system must be fixed to ensure that every potential donor's life is treated with the sanctity it deserves." John, you had your same tinfoil hat on as I did for organ donating. So I'll let you explain why you are in agreement with the New York Times for once in your godforsaken life.
I've agreed with the New York Times a couple times. So early 2020, I would say, like February 2020, I was reading an article. It was an article, I believe it was put out by what the hell was it? I don't even remember. It was some jackpot news thing. Like the Gateway Pundit or something, like something like that. And I read the article, and it was pretty much almost verbatim to what you were just reading with the New York Times. So when me and Matt were starting a podcast, I started to get into hey, I got to find this article a couple more times, with different writers, because, it's the only reason we believe it's real. And I started to read, the Post was covering it, the Times was covering it, Fox News was covering it, CNN was covering, like everybody was covering this weird, like this organ donorship is not, it wasn't exactly that article, but they were not really sure back in 2020, like something seems wrong here. Like there were a couple lawsuits in 2020, like, hey, like my boyfriend got in a car accident and broke his leg, and then all of a sudden he's dead, and all, like his heart was donated to this person, his lung was donated to this person. Like it was those kinds of stories. And that freaked me out. I got my license renewed. Thank God Texas doesn't ask you for that, because I'm not an organ donor anymore. But if I was in Pennsylvania, I would have ripped that sticker right off, and no thank you. I don't want to be involved in your Ponzi scheme. But that's what they were saying it was then. And then when, you sent this article, I was like, totally understand where, the New York Times is coming from now, because, and RFK is absolutely right. The system needs to be fixed, because it seems like it didn't get any better.
Yeah. No, you're right on, John. I think and it was great to have the discussion we did in pre-production on Thursday, because, I mean, I looked at this. Unfortunately, we have the New York Times, which I don't know if you've noticed, it's a little left-leaning.
No.
Just a tiny
You
bit.
just blew my mind. The New York Times?
Like,
No.
what's going on here? Like, this is the paper that is openly advocated in their opinion section just this last week, that we should basically get rid of the Senate, abolish the federal, the Electoral College, and pack the courts in order for the left to win. Now, basically, just get rid of everything that's democratic, essentially. So I approach this with a huge amount, obviously, with an assumption, with thinking to myself, what is this AOPO? Obviously, and it's like, well, they're going after the New York Times. Pretty good, right? Then it wasn't until you guys talked about it, was like, yeah, this is some shady stuff going on around here. And it was like, yeah, because I remember years ago, particularly when it was in middle school and high school, where the big thing was, if you got into an automobile accident, the most honorable thing you can do is to donate your organs when you die. That kind of a deal. And it was like, well, that makes sense. If someone, you're no longer here, someone could have access to my brain. They could, whatever. Or
I don't think they donate brains, but
Everything else, though, is
right. Fair game.
Fair game. Yeah, exactly. You need a pancreas? Okay. You need a kidney, whatever? Sure. But now this has really kind of been like, these revelations are kind of like, I'm not quite so sure this is really as honorable as everybody thinks it is. That kind of a deal. So I'm glad we had that discussion. I really am, guys.
I mean, I don't think any of us here is opposed to the concept of organ donation.
Yeah.
No, not
at all. It's certainly, if I am dead,
yeah, Like,
and somebody needs something of mine, I'm going to do my best to ruin everything I can before I get old. But if somebody were to need something of mine and I were truly dead, I would not be opposed to an organ donation. The problem is, as the article exposes, as John recognized, and I think you're kind of coming in tune to this, I've never had organ donor on my driver's license.
Same.
Because for years, that was the impression that I got was if it didn't say organ donor and you were in an accident or something where your life is in jeopardy, they will do everything they can to save you. But if your license says organ donor, it's like, oh, I didn't get to the defibrillator in time. Whoops. Let's get that heart out.
He doesn't need this anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't need that anymore. It's the idea that, as this one thing said, let's get a new definition of death for organ donors so that we can harvest as quickly as we can.
Yeah.
And you're not doing the same things you would do otherwise to try and save someone's life.
Yes.
Under the
science.
Under the guise of, oh, well, we're saving another life.
Right.
Well, did the first life actually have to go is the question, right? Like, and that scared the shit out of me because I'm like, I don't want to be in a hospital in a coma and the doctor's like, well, he's never coming out of it. So let's cover him up, ship him out.
Yeah, what do we need? What does he need this pancreas for? What does he need this liver for? You know,
right.
I mean, he's already gone, passed away. You know, that kind of a deal.
Right.
So it can be very.
Yes, if there were a way for me to, having passed into the great beyond, to come back and sign something and say, okay, you may now take my organs. Yes, that's fine. But the way that's dealt with these days, it's just too shady.
Yeah.
And I can't get on board with it in the current form that it is.
Yeah, totally agree with that. Yeah. I mean, and certainly I think the biggest thing too is with organ donation, it really can be done in the family because the chances of, let's just say that someone needs a kidney, well, what if it's not a one-to-one match? The person that's receiving that organ, let's just say like if they need that kidney, the chances of that actually being like a full recipient, like they receive it and it's like, okay, you're off and running, it's not too good. It's not too good at all in that regard. It's still a noble cause, but my point is, like, if you're going to do an organ donation, make sure that it's within the family and you discuss it within the family because there's a better chance that that organ donor can save that other person's life within your own family. Now, if it's a stranger, my thing is there's a greater chance of rejection of that organ in that other person, basically, that's not a part of your family. So there is good, but there's also some risks, in regards to this too that you have to take into consideration. So,
right, and AOPO is shitting on the New York Times now. Oh, we lost all these donors.
Yeah, well,
because the New York Times is actually doing its job and bringing stuff to light, and you can add all the context you want, but when you have doctors advocating for a different definition of death so they can clear the backlog of transplant needs, that doesn't sound very humane or,
not at all.
Kind.
It sounds disgusting.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you have stories of donations being planned while somebody is still showing signs that they might be coming back, that's not going to reflect well on the system. And the system should be reformed, and hopefully it will be reformed.
Yeah.
But the current state it's in, I don't blame people for ditching.
Kind of just bailing out and saying, you know what, I don't want to be a part of this.
I'm not blaming, as much as I want to blame the New York Times for lots of stuff, I'm not going to blame them for this.
Yeah, exactly.
After that article, I've changed my mind. I'm in a donating mood. I want you to have my shoe.
Oh, thank you. I love it. Thank you very much.
Size 13. Give that back. Your foot. I wasn't expecting you to actually take it.
Well, you gave it to me. That was very nice of you. Very generous.
It's like finally he's giving back.
I like to give back to the community.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Stinking all.
Yeah.
All right. Stinky communities.
Mm.
Canada, stop Canadaing.
Oh God.
That's our next article here from Global News, whatever that is. That sounds shady. Who brought this? It was me, actually.
I think it was you. What?
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah.
What the hell am I reading?
This is a heavy Steve episode.
Oh goodness.
Well, it's not my fault. You guys didn't have anything better to bring this week. All right, so this
Aliens
one.
haven't landed yet. I'm just waiting.
You're just biding your time, I say.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. So a national advocacy group in Canada is threatening Nova Scotia with legal action over its decision to restrict travel in the woods, a policy that Premier Tim Houston said was necessary to blunt a brutal wildfire season. The Canadian Constitution Foundation, or said it supports a provincial burn ban, but Houston's prohibition on hiking, camping, fishing, and picnicking in the woods is a step too far. We're creating a culture, listen to this carefully, people. We're creating a culture where we value safety above any other value, including our fundamental freedoms. Our freedom to move around our communities, Kristen Van Gyn, the litigation director, told Global News. I've heard from a few people about their ability to actually access work. So some people will take a route where they don't have access to transit and they might not have a vehicle, so they take their bikes through a forested trail to get to work. At the same time, however, Nova Scotia's tip line to report people breaking the rules has been overwhelmed with calls. Snitches get stitches, people. Don't forget that. The fine for those caught in the woods is $25,000. That fine, the said, is grossly disproportionate. Mark Carney's China, eh, John?
Yes. This is communism.
Yeah.
101. This is, they don't want you to go anywhere. They don't want you to do anything. It's just disgusting that Canada, last time I was in Canada was, 7 years ago? And it was not communist China.
Yeah.
Now it is. And this is another thing. They're just moving on. Trudeau's not there anymore. They're just moving on to the next guy. It's just, you can't go in the woods. You can't do this. You can't do that. You need to be jabbed 1,452 times. You can't think for yourself. You can't do this. You can't do that. How dare you allow truckers to drive through Canada and defy us? It's all the same. They're stuck on stupid. Canada is stuck on stupid. Not the people, but the government is stuck on stupid.
Well,
they really think they can fight their way through this.
Well, unfortunately, the people continue to elect these folks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matt, before you chime in, I need you to read this quote from this is from Nova Scotia's Department of Natural Resources.
Oh God.
To defend its prevention measures that they say were allowed under the Forests Act. So if you will read this in your best whiny liberal voice.
Okay. Give me one second.
You can see that.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
We are making decisions that are in the best interest of Nova Scotians. Our province is the second most densely populated in the country. That means wildfire is a greater risk to our people and our communities.
That's all delivered with a nice smile to make sure that you're okay by your government, John.
All in the name of safety.
Just kill me now.
Excuse me.
Bless you. But yeah, no, this is Nanny State 101 now. That is what Canada has become. It really has. John, I was with you. I went to Montreal in 2015. That was 10 years ago. Montreal to Toronto. Back then, totally fine. Everything was okay. They're, part of North America, and they had a wonderful relationship with us. Still do to this day, obviously. But man, have they just turned on a dime. I mean, I have never seen a country just lost its way and lost its damn mind over trying to make sure that their people are safe. And the only problem with that is it's none of their business to make sure that their people are safe. Their job
Well, I don't know if I go that far.
Well, I would say
part
say
of the
this.
job of government is that.
Part of their job is that. Yes, you're correct, to defend against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That's what we have here, and that's what every good government should have. The problem with this is basically saying you're not good enough to make the decisions on your own.
Yeah.
I, therefore, will step in on your behalf to make sure that you are safe so that you don't have to worry about this. But don't worry, we'll just fine you $25,000 if you decide to take your family for a hike in the woods and picnic. That's ridiculous. That is overstepping your bounds as a good government. That is blurring the line between what is bad and good. And that is the problem that is going on up there right now in Canada. And it's a damn shame. And Steve, to your point, you're exactly right. A lot of these people voted these people in. And it isn't until these people get, fixed up here that they'll have to, okay, maybe we don't need to do this anymore. We don't need to have our government hand everything to us as if we're like in this needy, protective state all the time. Oh, we need your help. We need your help. No, you could do it on your own, basically. You could go out there and take a hike in the woods, and it's not going to, you don't have to be worried about fined $25,000 or something like that. You can enjoy the beautiful nature that's up there. I mean, for crying out loud, I know Glenn was up in Banff in Canada, and it's gorgeous up there. It's absolutely beautiful. It's breathtaking. Mm-hmm. And can you imagine if he would have, we're walking around up there and he gets pulled over and said, oh yeah, you know what? We need you to pay $25,000 Canadian in order for you to, to take this in.
Which is probably only $11.50 American at this point, so we could afford it.
But I mean, it's bad. This is horrible for the government.
This is Venezuela.
Yes, it is.
Exactly what happened in Venezuela in 2015.
Yep.
Verbatim.
Yeah.
This is no different.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, you couldn't do this. You couldn't do that. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't do that. And then all the rich people were like, yeah, do it to the lesser people. And then the government turned on them and they're like, now it's your turn. And now, and that's what's happening in Canada right now.
Yeah.
Because they were picking on the little people. Now they're picking on the rich people. And they're letting it happen. And will it become a communist state? It's possible.
I hope
there
not.
might not be any more votes at this point.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of turnover that needs to happen, I mean, it has to be complete and flip. It has to be an absolute complete flip. But I understand the conservatives aren't all that great up there either. And
that's what Venezuela dealt with. They had two political parties that were the same.
Yeah.
So they flip-flopped, and then all of a sudden, all the poor people got wiped out, and then all the rich people got wiped out. We're all one and the same, and that's what Canada didn't learn from that.
Yeah.
That's exactly what will happen. They'll turn on one, and then they'll turn on the other.
Well, to me, this is just COVID 2.0.
Oh, 100%
okay?
is.
Yeah, I don't know if it's laziness or downright straight corruption. You could have accomplished this by a burn ban. If you had forest rangers out making sure people weren't setting fires, either campfires or arson fires, that's enough to make sure that you're not getting any more of these wildfires that seem to be getting out of control now more and more in Canada.
Yeah.
But to say to the people, not only can you not set fires, you can't even set foot in the forest. You can't take a walk. You can't be trusted to do any of that. That's, again, either laziness because I just don't want to deal with having to watch anybody in the woods, or if it's corruption of, you know what, I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to keep you people all confined to your homes. Because
could be column A, and it could be column A or column B.
It could be a little of both.
Yeah.
Right? It bothers me.
Communism breeds stupidity.
So. But my point is, this is the exact same thing that happened in COVID. There was overreach there, and they're overreaching again.
Yeah.
And the fact that the tip line is overwhelmed with calls tells me that some of the people up there didn't get it the first time, and they still don't get it, and that's a problem.
Yeah. A lot of snitching going on. Probably if they're overwhelmed with calls, it sounds like there's a lot of snitching. Like a lot of people are just going, "Oh, what's going on over there?" They're probably people just walking. In a path, you just never know what they are up to, and it's not their right to go and say, that person, we got to get them, because we don't know what they're doing, walking down this path. Who knows what they're doing? We need to find them. and they could be just out for a walk for 5 minutes.
I mean, this is the same idea where people were walking alone on a beach during COVID and were getting, arrested
Yeah.
and pointed weapons at because they took a stroll on the beach. How dare they?
Yeah.
How dare you take a
Australia surpassed a military helicopter.
Mm.
That's
it was caught on video. A military
helicopter.
being like, you can't be here, and it was a dude by himself. Like,
It's unbelievable.
Not affecting anybody.
It's unbelievable.
But
They lost their minds.
Yeah.
they lose their minds and they catch it. They cash it as this is for your safety.
yes.
Yes.
And that's the dangerous thing you have to watch because you could issue any mandate in the name of quote unquote safety.
Yeah.
And there will be people out there who will believe it because, oh, well, we can't be in the woods at all because we might, you might accidentally kick a flintstone that'll crack another one and spark. There's just people take it too far.
A great example of that here would be, okay, well, we need to prevent the number of automobile accidents that are happening on U.S. highways. Instead of 70 miles an hour, let's make it 5. So you're creeping along. You're not avoiding any accidents, of course. You're not hitting, you're not going to hit an accident, but...
Oh, there would still be accidents. So.
There probably would be.
Accidents at 5 miles an hour than there ever would be at 70.
Right? But my point is, it's like it's an overreach. It's like you're not allowing your people to breathe, for crying out loud. You're not allowing them to... There are certain risks that happen. That's the thing. This is all about mitigating risk also, too, at the end of the day. Risk happens no matter where you go. I don't care what you're doing, whether you're out for a stroll or you're taking the car out on a leisurely drive, you're taking a risk. But it's not the government's responsibility to protect you. They're in that regard.
Well, they have a responsibility to protect you.
Put up stop signs, put up speed limit signs, put up
ways
lights.
that aren't going to overreach like they're doing. I think a better example would be, well, there's so many auto accidents, we're just going to ban cars.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah. We're going to go back to the horse.
Yeah, exactly. That's the type of thing that you see is they see a danger. John, the smelt fish thing.
Yeah.
In California, right?
It's the fucking greatest thing.
It's
ever
the greatest story in the history of the world.
We see a problem, and we decide we have to address that problem at all costs, no matter what, and you end up screwing something else completely, and that's exactly what's going on.
The smeltfish literally eliminated a naturally forming lake in California that would allow California to fight their own fires because they'd have so much water that they wouldn't have the issues that they have. But the smeltfish, the smeltfish screwed them. Well, liberal activists screwed them because of the smeltfish. But one equals the other. Yeah. Because if no one ever tried to protect the smeltfish, same thing in San Antonio. There is a gecko in San Marcos that is endangered because some white chick came here 10 years ago and decided that gecko was cute. San Antonio can go on a water restriction at any time now, by law.
Just because.
Because some white girl decided that gecko and did a little research on it and changed the whole thing. She went to the local government. Blah, 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 blah. You know how it works.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And it's taking it too far.
Yeah.
You could issue a burn ban. You could have signs up that say no campfires, no fires of any kind.
Yep.
You could have people on patrol making sure nobody is burning anything. And that would be a sufficient measure to prevent the risk of forest fires.
Yes. Yes.
But instead, you decided, no, we're just going to make sure nobody goes in the woods at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, by the way, makes it worse. So when a random house fire happens close to it, right, and a spark goes into boom, it's gone. And you know what? They don't care about that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. And we've talked about Cana-duh on this podcast, John, really, I think ever since we started talking about it, probably back in 2020. we saw how corrupt everything was. And it's just a damn shame. That country has got to pull itself out of its own ass, to be perfectly honest. I mean, honestly, it really does. It needs new leadership up there and people to kind of just take the reins and say, we can't allow this administrative state up there to run our lives. And that is exactly what is happening up there. In every single province that's happening in Canada. Every single one. And you just see how, when you protest up there, just how evil that government has become in the fact that they will freeze bank accounts for their truckers because their truckers protested against the COVID vaccine. That government shut them down financially. That is evil.
The truckers decided they didn't want to take the COVID vaccine because they were in the truck by themselves and they didn't feel like they were a threat.
Yes.
And the government freaked out.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah, they freaked out and they...
You're not hurting anybody. You
But
spend
safety!
24 hours
Safety!
There is to give you a high note to Canada. There is a conservative trying to run in the next election that is very Sense and Sensibility, and a lot of stuff he says is exactly what we're saying. And I'm just hoping that, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I saw like 2 interviews with him in the last like 2 months.
Yeah, we'll put it in post.
I'm hoping he can get, his voice out there even better.
Yeah.
To bring back a sensible Canada, so maybe we can have a relationship and maybe we can help stop some of this dumb stuff.
Yeah.
They'll find a way to keep him off the ballot.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is part of the reason why I enjoy watching teams from Florida beat down on teams from Canada in the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yes, sir.
It's just a
See, I
beautiful
mean,
thing.
that's really what it comes down to.
It's karma, Canada.
It's all the Maple Leafs' fault. Whoever owns them.
It's all the
any of the
Edmonton
fans.
Oilers' fault. Yeah.
Well, no, you had the Florida Panthers beat the Oilers twice in a row in
Yeah.
the Cup Final, and I believe one of Tampa's wins came against Montreal.
Montreal. Yeah.
There you go.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
take that.
Yeah.
You had Boston beat Vancouver that one
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Who else? There was another one of them.
There are a few others. Vancouver against the Rangers.
Oh, the
94.
Rangers. Yep. It's karma, Canada. You got to get your act together.
Yeah. Got some good, prime ministers and what other ministers you have up there.
We're
Some
not.
stupid-
Who even knows how their
Yeah.
government works? It's so weird.
Well, like in Britain, it's like, well, when the next election is called, I'll call it when I feel like it. And if you feel
We
like
need
calling an
12
election,
Margaret Thatchers in Parliament
Yeah.
of Canada. Get drunk and yell at people. Let's go.
well, if you want to call your own election, you should visit our website, twonewstalking.wordpress.com.
And finally, Prince.
There you can't do anything for an election, but you can watch old episodes without the hassle of going to YouTube. You can search our episodes chronologically in order, all the way back to 140. But if you want to see something before that, like when John and Matt were actually shitting on Canada in the early days of COVID,
Doing a little boxing.
yeah, I don't think you were doing that, but
When we were telling the truth that you're reading about now.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, that's a problem. Yeah, we're telling
yeah,
you.
right. Well, if you want to see that, our website will take you to our YouTube channel, where we need you to like, share, and subscribe, because every time you don't, I will steal an article of Matt's.
Get away from me.
I'm going to touch things, and it will not be pleasant.
For only Matt, because he's got to edit through all of this.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Or-
Through the magic of editing.
That reminds me, speaking of editing, Narcissist Lex Luger.
Hey, there you go.
Get
Number
the
one.
counter going.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
One.
Because they got a lot of Narcissist Lex Lugers in Nova Scotia,
Two.
apparently.
Yeah.
So,
Two.
going back to the website, though, if you go into a box on the homepage, you put your email address in that box and hit the subscribe button next to it, you will be notified every time I remember to upload a new episode to the site.
Yeah.
Like I just remembered I need to do for the last
Yeah, I was just going to say I haven't
Nice.
seen it yet. So
252, you mean? I put 251 up.
yeah.
Okay, since last time.
I just want to see
Matt, give
252.
him a break, dude. He had to do a whole fantasy football thing. He stressed this guy out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
man,
right.
like,
All right.
I tell Matt I'm busy, and he's like, "Oh, dude, no problem. Like, I understand you're really busy." Steve's like, "I'm busy." You're like,
CEO.
"Get that thing done."
You are the CEO of this podcast. I've said that before, and I report up to you. This guy, I don't care what he says.
Don't hassle the talent, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, it's funny.
Topic 3. And we like to call topic 3 the weird file because we like to read weird articles.
This one was really,
Cat does weed.
really weird. Yeah.
Sorry, I got the sniffles.
Bless you there, bud. Yeah. Go ahead.
We're good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, BBC. Who brought this? Who's reading BBC?
I
Him
did.
over there.
Leftist.
I'm the BBCer.
The BBC.
Via not to
BBC
be.
isn't bad. You just gotta know.
I know. I know.
You just gotta know when you read it.
My problem is I get these files from Not the Bee.
Mhm.
So Not the Bee is my first source, and I look at it and I thought, oh, this is great to talk about with a weird file.
Well, it's a smart play for a podcast because if you can get a group, you can get one group that can give you both perspectives. It works out actually well.
There you go.
The funny thing is, every time I see BBC, I think Monty Python, and it's like,
Oh, yeah.
But now on BBC One, the Bishop of Woolwich and a nude man debating something, and on BBC
And
Two,
that's
something completely different.
92% of their articles. 90%. Pretty good.
Right?
All right, well, we're turning to this article. A Chinese man has pleaded guilty in a U.S. district court to exporting around 850 protected turtles. That's not the weird part yet.
That's true. Yeah.
Wrapped in socks, SOCKS, and falsely labeled as toys, the U.S. Department of Justice said. Between August 2023 and November 2024, Wei Qianglin exported to Hong Kong more than 200 parcels containing the turtles. The boxes packed with the turtles have been labeled as containing plastic animal toys, among other things. Mr. Lin primarily shipped eastern box turtles and three-toed box turtles. Both species are native to the U.S. and are highly prized by some pet owners. U.S. authorities estimated that Mr. Lin's seized turtles had a combined market value of $1.4 million. Or because it's the BBC, they put it also in pounds, 1 million pounds.
Nice.
Screw you.
Yeah.
Dollars are
I
better.
always wanted to know the conversion rate. Thank you for telling
Now
me.
you know.
Apparently, it's about 1.4 to 1.
Nice.
Both species, which were smuggled in large quantities in the 1990s, are protected by the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora. Trade of the turtles can only be authorized with export permits or re-export certificates. The eastern box turtle is also deemed vulnerable by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, or IUCN. Mr. Lin faces up to 5 years in prison for his misdeeds. The animals were wrapped in socks and packed in boxes which were labeled as containing almonds and chocolate cookies, and apparently the FedEx drivers couldn't hear the things moving around inside. These chocolate chip cookies are making an awful lot of racket
Yeah. Yeah.
on their own.
Yeah. Especially considering that they're pretty big, I would think. I don't. You know.
Yeah, I mean, Matt, you get away with illegal exports all the time. What do you think of this guy's job?
Shoddy at best. If I was going to do it, no. Okay.
What are you, OJ? If I did it, if I shipped 850 box turtles.
Here's how you do it, right? I looked at that and I was just like, boy, the human being is just capable of some weird, stupid shit sometimes, guys. And this one, I looked at it and I was like, what on earth would possess someone to try and ship 850 turtles in socks? Like that.
I know, like
that doesn't come to my mind.
Millions.
how
of
do we
dollars.
hide these things? In socks.
Socks.
I knew it.
Inside boxes. Oh, well, that makes sense. I mean, yeah. I mean, John,
It
can
would've
you?
been-
Yeah.
It would have been great if he put a box turtle in a box and then put it in a bigger box and then a bigger box and a bigger box. See, I'd be laughing all day.
Yeah.
Like one of those Russian nested
Nest eggs?
dolls.
Yeah.
And the fact that he is just putting him in socks and throwing him in a box shows that. Sorry, it rhymed like I'm Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
It's showing that Joe Biden's China was so easy
Yeah.
to just commit crimes left and right, shipping them to different countries and all that. Because, new president, new rules, new Justice Department. They're like, you can see how laxed it was.
Yeah.
That they're catching them now because it's easy to catch them because they're in socks and they're crawling around. Like this is how Florida got the invasion of the pythons because of that bullshit with Biden. That you could get any exotic pet you could get in the United States, and customs wasn't checking it, and now they're chasing them all down, killing them in Florida.
Oh yeah, well,
because they went there.
and definitely the kangaroo that we found. What was it? Running loose in Alabama, I think it was earlier this year or something like that. There was a kangaroo that was hopping around or whatever. It was like on I-5, I think it was in Alabama. It's like, what's going on there? But yeah, I mean, people are just really weird and crazy sometimes, guys. I mean, I'm very, very thankful that, you know, of the three of us, all three of us are sane. We wouldn't even.
I smuggled 6 alligators in the town. Just because I like them.
I would just like to know what was the thought process there. You know, I mean, I understand it.
Money.
Was it money?
Yeah, it's money.
1 million pounds.
Yes. Yes.
There you go.
No, it just shows you it's a prime example of the laxed customs and border patrol for many years that these guys are so brazen that they were stupidly putting turtles in socks going, no one will figure it out.
No one will figure this out.
Have you ever actually seen the imaging they do on your carry-on bag when you go through the airport?
Yeah.
You can actually see like the shapes of things that are in your bag.
Really amazing.
Easy.
Are they not doing that with like cargo?
Apparently they weren't, like maybe 16 to 20. Like maybe they were trying to fix it, but from what I kind of understand about the customs from early 2000s to just recently, I'm not shocked that they found these because it got so laxed that you know.
I'm just, if they're going through that process, it'd be easy to be like, why is that sock shaped like a turtle?
Yeah,
and why is that sock moving like back and forth?
They look at the box, they're like, oh, dog toy. And just it was like read and react. That's what I'm trying to say. Like the custom was so bad that it was like read and react. Now this guy gets caught in, you know, new customs, new, you know, borders are new. A lot of things are changing. Yeah. They looked at a dog toy. They're like, oh, what kind of dog toys do you have? They open it up. They're like, turtles and socks. Interesting.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. This turtle's almost dead. We need to. What are you doing with that? Don't worry about that.
It in a U-Haul container with peanuts.
Nah, don't worry. Don't worry about that. You know, don't worry about it. You know, I got a nice deal cooked up here. I got some turtle soup coming. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, this is just. Just was laughing. That was the one thing that really struck me was just like the mindset. But yeah, it's all about the money. It's 100% about the money, and people will go crazy to try and get as much money as they possibly can.
Matt, someone would smuggle you if they could get $1 million.
Hey.
They literally would stick you in a box and ship you somewhere.
I'm worth 5 cents. That, you know, that kind of a deal. So
no, you're not. I'm not paying your ransom, but
thanks,
we don't negotiate with terrorists.
So there you go.
Being a narcissist Lex Luger
3,
I just can't help myself.
Hey, there you go.
I touched your box.
Yeah. Look at you.
Yeah, that's
yikes.
I got to clean it.
Here, like your mom used to do.
Yeah.
Let me clean your face. Get my saliva all over
your face. Don't worry about it. Just rub some dirt on it. You'll be all right.
That's why we never used to be sick, because our parents infected us with their own saliva. Everything they carried, you know, got into our immune system.
I'm telling you,
God,
millennials, you have no idea what it was like back then, but it was so much fun. It was great.
I mean, our parents cleaned us like cats.
Pretty much. As you made me laugh so hard, my phone fell over. I have the next segment.
All right. Well, unless I need to buy John time, I'm going to throw it to him for topic 4. It's the I'm sorry. It was the say it badly, explain it badly game.
Explain it badly game.
Okay.
Interesting.
So I have 20 rounds, which is 10 each with a tiebreaker.
Okay.
I will go to one of you, we will start with Matt. We're gonna start in the movie section. I'm going to explain a movie badly, and you need to tell me what the movie is.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Yep. Go for it.
So we will start with Matt. Matt, your first one is bald guy takes jewelry too seriously.
Bald guy takes jewelry too seriously. Goodness gracious. My thought was entrapment, but I know Sean Connery is not bald.
No,
So that eliminates that whole thing.
Partially. He was partially.
partially.
I mean, he had
the better Sean Connery impersonation.
It's one of your favorite movies of all time.
I'm not bald. You piece of
I'll give you a
shit.
hint.
Say again?
It's one of your favorite movies.
Oh, it's one of my favorite movies of all
Yes.
time.
Oh.
Yes. Bald guy takes jewelry too seriously.
And it's one of my favorite movies.
You talking about that podcast all the time.
It's not Saving Private Ryan. That's ridiculous.
No, no.
Batman? No.
Am I going to get the same level of
I
hints
think I'm
and,
going to pass it.
suggestions?
Yes.
Yeah, go for
Yes.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
go for it. What do you got? I'm
I-
drawing a blank. Bald guy takes jewelry too seriously.
And you talk about it all the time.
Let us know in the comment section below if you know.
Bald guy takes jewelry too seriously.
That's a pretty good explanation.
Yeah,
to
it
be
is.
bad.
It's so vague. But as soon as you know what it is, you will be like,
Be like, oh, for crying out loud, right? Yeah.
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 No idea.
Yeah. You got
All
to.
right, wait. Lord of the Rings.
Wait, who's bald?
Schmiegel.
Oh.
That's a good one, Johnny.
Okay.
That is a great one. I give you props on that
Because
one.
as soon as you like,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, that makes it's so vague. All right,
I don't
Steve,
know
let's-
why I kept going to Ving Rhames for some reason. I'm like, is there a Ving Rhames movie where he's like,
right? I think you're thinking
this
Mission
is bad.
Impossible, and it's like, well, no, wait a minute. What's going on here?
All right, Steve, let's start with this one.
okay,
Boat hits ice cubes, people get cold.
Titanic.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was easy.
Yeah. There you go.
Ice
Matt,
cubes.
here's-
That's taking history
Just
a little
A
lightly.
little lightly. Yeah.
All right, Matt, ready for this one?
Let's do it.
Old man kidnaps kid and teaches him chores.
Oh, I did. I got that one.
Oh.
That's easy. I don't know if I'd say
That one made me
kidnap.
That one made me laugh out loud though, because kinda, sort of. He
Kidnap
wasn't
though.
technically kidnapped, but
I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on this.
think about the mid '80s, right?
Yeah.
Steve, about '85.
I think 84.
Say that again one more time. Old man.
Old man kidnaps kid and teach him chores.
Back to the Future.
Ooh, no.
Oh.
No, try again. You got time.
Oh, I don't get to steal. Damn.
You can steal.
You can steal if you give that one more time. It's
Yeah.
Okay.
it's
all
a
right.
mid '80s movie.
Okay. I'm drawing a blank, Johnny. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you sorry?
I
We're
don't
not in a game.
Damn right.
Steve, what do you think?
Go, what do you-
Karate Kid.
Yes.
Okay.
Kidnap
Black
is a little
I
excessive.
know. Kidnap is weird.
Is that
but-
what AI told you? Or is
Yeah.
wow.
But
I mean,
I've
I've never actually watched the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he gets sent there,
oddly,
doesn't he?
Technically was kidnapped.
How so?
Because he kind of met him and he never left him again.
Well, yeah, but I thought he went there because like he had to atone for something or
Yes, and never left again.
well,
Like literally had a bed. He was Stockholm syndrome, basically, and then he was.
Okay. All right.
Wax on, wax off.
Steve, you'll get this immediately. Theme park security system update goes horribly wrong.
Oh, it's Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a security system update, but
A theme park? Well, I guess it
Theme
was
park.
a
Well,
theme
yeah, it was
park,
a theme park.
technically.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Technically, was,
I mean, did they even make the reference at one point? Hammond says something about how when Disney World opened,
Yeah.
they had all kinds of problems.
all
and
kinds of problems.
And that's when Malcolm goes, yeah, but when Pirates of the Caribbean breaks down, the pirates don't eat the children.
yes.
One of the all-time greatest lines in movie history, by the way, that one.
That is one big pile of shit.
All right, Matt. I think this one's gonna be fun.
Okay.
Lion has family drama and sings about it.
Lion King.
Yes.
Yeah. 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 Oh, that's good. Love it.
All right, let's move on to sports. These are way easier, but I just think they're funny the way they
The
explain
movie
them.
ones were pretty good. I will
Yeah,
say
yeah,
that.
Yes,
the movie
I
ones
think
are
so.
great. Yeah.
The sports ones are pretty easy,
So-
but I think they're funny to say.
What are we guessing? Like, are we guessing an athlete? Are we guessing a
You're
sporting
guessing
event?
the sport.
The sport.
Oh, the sport itself.
Yes.
Okay,
And there's 5 of them.
Okay.
They're pretty easy, but they're funny.
Okay.
That's why I say we go with them.
Let's do it.
Men in pads fight over an egg for 3 hours.
Fight over an egg
For 3 hours.
for 3 hours.
I know what-
Specifically
I know
3
what that
hours.
is. I know what that is.
Men in pads fight over an egg for 3 hours. That's a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I want to say lacrosse, but I don't think that's right. 3 hours. Rugby? No, they don't have pads. No. All right, I'll let Matt go.
Matt, go ahead.
Football.
Yes.
An egg?
That's
Yes.
some people do consider the football to be egg shaped.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Blech.
Yeah. Especially the ones from like 1930s. You ever go to the Pro Football Hall of Fame? They have the actual football.
Yeah.
It's gigantic.
I would say the rugby ball looks a lot more like
Is
an egg.
more of an egg.
Is more
yeah,
of an
than
egg,
football,
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But,
But you don't wear
pads.
I can
Yeah.
see where
Yeah,
they do
the
it.
pads would be.
Oh, I watching rugby at the Olympics was an eye opener because I didn't
Oh,
know
yeah,
like
big time.
when the
Big time.
when the ball gets thrown in, you can like lift somebody up to try and get it.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane.
That's
friend,
sport.
My friend John Nathan plays rugby in Dallas, and me and Amber used to go watch him play. It is an incredible sport to
Yeah.
see live. People that actually know what they're doing, it's it's way better than any other sport.
The one sport I would want to see live, handball. And we saw that in the Olympics too, the Summer Olympics. That one would be great to see.
Is that the one where it's like a mix of basketball and soccer?
Yeah, you're chucking a ball,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
that would be amazing. Yeah.
All right, Matt.
All right, John.
Everyone runs around a diamond and touches to touch home.
Baseball.
Yeah, that was easy.
Yeah.
Steve, ready for this one?
Okay.
Tall people argue with whistled men over an orange ball.
Basketball. I mean that encapsulates the current NBA. It's nothing but fouls and
The only reason I put that in is because it was worded that way.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. I love that.
All right, easy one, Matt.
it's foul baiting is all they do anymore.
Yes.
So yeah.
People on skates use sticks to fight occasionally.
Hockey.
Throwing some softballs at us.
Yeah,
now.
hockey.
Yeah, these are easy, but they're funny. That's why I put them in. Steve, last one.
All right.
One guy drives in a circle really fast for hours.
One guy.
One guy. Not saying that there isn't multiple of the one guy, but one guy
Well,
drives
it's
a car.
it's
like,
moto car racing.
yeah,
Yeah.
NASCAR.
NASCAR.
NASCAR, whatever.
Make sure you don't turn right.
All right, now we're moving on.
Well, I guess NASCAR doesn't have any non-oval tracks, right?
They have a couple.
They do.
They have a couple. Watkins
They have a
Glen is a
couple
road.
street tracks, but
Yeah.
NASCAR
Well, so
is
there
mostly
must be
oval.
right turns at some point
Yeah.
in those.
Mhm.
But mostly
I think
they're
it's
Mostly
three
left.
street-
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I think it's 3 street tracks a year, so
Yep.
they're on ovals, most of the time.
Right.
Yep. All
All
right,
right,
John.
Matt. Little pop culture
Oh,
TV
God.
show.
Oh boy.
Group of 6 adults somehow afford a giant apartment in New York City.
Oh God. Friends?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I could tell that one.
All right, Steve, ready?
All right.
Girl loses a shoe, whole country searches for her.
Cinderella.
Yes.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
softball.
Yeah.
Some softballs here.
Yeah.
I thought we were in for a challenge after that
No,
first one.
there's no challenge. It's just fun. And I just want to do something fun.
Yeah,
Because
I
I,
love
didn't
it,
have time
Johnny.
to do the other thing that was fun.
I love it.
Billionaire cosplay fights clowns.
Batman. Batman. Billion cosplay fights clown. I love that.
All right, Steve, ready?
Uh-huh.
Kids with wands have the worst boarding school safety record ever.
That would be Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I've never seen 1 minute of any of those.
Same.
No, neither have I, but when I saw that description,
Well,
I was
yeah,
like,
that's-
that's about what I think I've heard.
Yeah. I would agree. I would agree with that. Yeah.
Wait, say that again. They have the worst
Okay,
what?
ready? Kids with wands
Yeah.
have the worst boarding school safety record
Safety
ever.
I love it.
It makes it even worse.
I love it. I love
All
it.
right, ready, Matt?
Yep. Go for it, Johnny.
A sponge has a job
Okay.
and a snail
Yeah.
and has 0 water issues.
I don't know about that.
SpongeBob SquarePants. I love
Are
it.
you ready, kids?
I can't.
Captain.
I can't hear you.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the history?
Oh.
Oh.
It
Wow.
gets it gets better.
Okay.
So what is the? Are we guessing a historical event? Is that what we're guessing? this time?
Yeah, I'm gonna explain something, and then
Okay.
there's gonna be like either a person or a thing that happened.
Got it.
Okay.
Some of them are funny. Some are I didn't even understand one of them, and I'll tell you which one later.
Okay.
But this one is colonists got mad about tea prices and played in the harbor.
Love it.
Well, the Boston Tea
Tea
Party.
Party. Yeah.
Yes. Matt,
Yeah.
an apple hits man, suddenly physics exists.
That would be Isaac Newton discovering gravity. Yeah.
Yes.
That's great.
Which it turned out he was wrong.
Yes.
Really?
Well, Einstein
Ah.
find
Yes.
the definition of gravity.
How about that?
Yes, and there's like 19 different movies about it.
Newton got close, but Einstein got closer, and maybe one day we'll get closer still.
There you go.
But here I am pontificating about physics. That's chaos. Here I am.
Steve, very easy one for you.
Okay.
Guy flies kite in thunderstorm for fun.
That's me on a Saturday evening. That would be Ben Franklin.
Yes.
Love Ben.
This is the one that I understood it, but I didn't get it at first when I read it.
Okay.
Tiny country builds wall. Big country climbs it anyway.
Oh, Great Wall of China.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
that doesn't make sense. You said tiny country builds wall.
Tiny country builds wall. Big country climbs it anyway.
So that would have been, I'm thinking, China probably was
builder?
the small country. And your bigger country, we'll have to look this up maybe.
Yes.
Bigger country will have to come in there.
But I think it was built to protect the Great Wall of China was built to protect a small
Yeah.
from the wrath of.
I thought the Great Wall of China was built
Ah.
to keep out the Mongols.
Yeah,
Yes.
they were built across the historical northern borders of ancient Chinese states and imperial China as protection against various nomadic groups from the Eurasian steppe. So from Eurasia. So
Yes.
the Eurasia was the bigger.
My Asia.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eurasia.
Eurasia was huge.
Eurasia was the bigger. Well, as we saw, the Great Wall of China just sort of ends. So why can't
Yes.
you just do an end run? or blow a hole through it, like those people who wanted to go to work.
Apparently, you can be lazy and just blow right through it.
There's
Nobody
only so
cares.
much. I guess they only had so much, and they didn't want to have to go all the way around.
Well, I've seen a picture of the other side, and it ends like in the ocean, but it only goes out like 10 feet into the ocean. So you just swam around that side.
There you go.
That's really funny.
All right, Matt,
It's really fun.
On the ending, actually, there's two for the ending because we haven't been keeping score, so we'll just have fun with this.
That's fine.
So two.
Oh, wait, I
brothers
think it's
fight.
my turn. 'cause
Oh,
you
yeah,
just
it's
did-
your-
it's my
yeah,
turn.
Yeah. Steve, two brothers fight, whole country joins in.
Two brothers fight, whole country.
Yep.
I'm guessing it's the Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You are correct.
I don't think two brothers fighting started it, but
There are stories of that. It was a disagreement between two brothers.
North
but
and Southern.
It wasn't that. Yeah, it wasn't that. It was the actual start of it, but it was the divide of the country.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure the bombardment of Fort Sumter is what started
Yes.
the Civil War. But,
Most likely.
It's also brothers in arms, all that kind of stuff with the
Yes.
military.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I mean, it kind of struck me like that one Pirates of the Caribbean movie where Barbossa and Blackbeard are fighting and like everybody's joining in, and Sparrow's like, wait, I want to get something straight. You all will fight them because he wants to fight him. Where's the sense in that?
Pretty much the Civil War, though.
I say we all sit back, make some wages, and then they all just start fighting.
Yeah.
If he was president,
Right?
we wouldn't have ended slavery. So thank God that Jack Sparrow was not president.
Exactly.
Okay, Matt, last one for funsies.
Okay.
Guy paints ceiling for God.
It's Michelangelo, I believe, with Sistine Chapel. Yeah.
He
You are
loved
correct.
pizza.
He did.
Apparently.
He did.
He was also a turtle,
My God.
but not a box turtle.
And not smuggled by some Asian dude.
He kind of wore a sock on his face.
Totally did. Totally did.
It was an orange sock.
And he was only creepy when he was around April O'Neil, so.
Yeah.
Well, I disagree. He's creepy when he's in live action.
Definitely.
In cartoons, he was not creepy.
Very.
He was just a doofus.
Yeah. He was the jovial turtle of the group.
He had the he was the one with the nunchucks, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was my
Leonardo
favorite
was
turtle.
I always liked Leonardo the best because he had swords.
He had the katana sword.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nunchucks seemed to me to be the most useless weapon.
Oh no,
I
I
like
think
Donatello.
Donatello's. Yeah, Donatello's bow
I like
was.
Donatello a lot
Yeah.
because he had the bow,
Yeah.
but I also liked Raphael because he had the
Sai.
The side.
the thigh or the thigh or whatever you call it.
Sai. Tsai.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the nunchucks are just so you have to be so close.
Yeah.
And you have to
And
know
when you train
exactly
with them-
where they go
Mm-hmm.
Because,
so you
like-
don't hit yourself.
so you don't hit yourself.
I'm literally nunchuck trained in the first 8 months of being trained with nunchucks.
Nope.
All you do is hit yourself with them.
yeah.
That's all you do until you
Whack.
learn that there's space. That literally a year of training, 8 months, you just
Yeah.
almost knock yourself out.
I mean, I was
Yeah.
actually just sitting here thinking to myself, well, Raphael with the Sai, they're small. You have to be
Mhm.
close, but they're also pointy. You can stab.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's useful. Like a piece of wood on a chain just doesn't seem,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. You just got
as cool as Bruce Lee makes them look.
Yeah.
It's,
You just got to know exactly where they're going because if you don't,
Yeah.
you're in serious
hurts.
trouble. Serious trouble.
although you might be able to keep a bunch of people away if you just spin them real crazy. Like,
That's what I would do. Just helicopter.
Right.
Run them off.
That would end a lot of fights real quick, I would imagine.
right.
You know? That kind of a deal.
exactly. Donatello's staff was good because it was long, so
Yeah.
you could keep people at a distance.
Yeah.
Yes. And if you had to run, you could just hop a fence with that thing.
Exactly.
It looked pretty sturdy.
Pole vault. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Well, we've devolved here into topic 4 because John had Ninja Turtles in his quiz.
Yeah,
Ninja
nothing is said
Turtles,
Ninja
Teenage
Turtles.
Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, sorry.
Heroes in a half shell, turtle power. See, we all grew up in the 80s. We know.
We know.
We know.
Love it.
All right. And you know that we'll be back next week, episode 254. Maybe with Ninja Turtles, maybe with more 80s stuff. Who knows? We make
I
this
say
stuff as we go
Steve
along.
put together an 80s tournament of cartoon
Ooh.
TV shows that he watched, and we
It's,
would have.
it's not a bad idea, but
on
it's
them.
his turn next week.
And I
so-
think what we'll do.
Matt, it's your turn then.
Yeah, I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll probably play a little what if scenario.
Ooh,
So
there you
kind
go.
of just like we'll look back on certain things during maybe some Philadelphia sports history and
what if Michelangelo wasn't scary?
right?
Right?
Yeah.
All right.
What if a boat didn't hit ice cubes?
Right? Yeah. So
My
tune
boat
in.
hits ice cubes all the time.
Yeah.
Yes. So tune in next week. But until you get to that point, you must get out.